Hello everyone, myself Swati. Today we are going to discuss about analog circuit. In that subject, now in this lecture we are going to discussing about nonlinear application of op-amp. In this point we have discussed only one topic previously related to comparator, but today we are going to discuss about Schmitt trigger. Now let us see about Schmitt trigger. Positive feedback Schmitt trigger. We know very well, as I have told earlier, related to positive feedback. That means what is the meaning of that positive feedback? First of all, we have to know about what is the meaning of feedback. Feedback means its output is directly connected towards that input, then that type of a combination or that type of a connection is called as a feedback. Feedback are of a two types, that is a positive feedback and negative feedback. If related to op-amp, if suppose output is directly connected towards the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, that is positive terminal of the op-amp, then that type of a feedback is called as a positive feedback. And suppose output is directly connected towards the input, that is a negative terminal of the op-amp, then that type of a feedback is called as a inverting feedback or negative feedback. Along with this, the Schmitt trigger is also related to op-amp, and op-amp feedbacks are also involved in that Schmitt trigger. For that purpose, the Schmitt trigger is having two types, that is a non-inverting Schmitt trigger and inverting Schmitt trigger. Now let us see about positive feedback and Schmitt trigger. For example, if we are able to specify the voltage range within which the state of output can be at either value, then we should be able to build the appropriate level of noise humidity, the conceptual representation of the idea as shown in the figure. In this case, the alarm turns on at a time, that is +1, and turns off at a time +2, avoiding all the character in between. That means for the positive feedback, rising time and falling time is exactly same, and whatever the predefined time, it will be work or execute depending upon that time. That is, if suppose any kind of a disturbance is occurred in between them, then it is removed or it is not obeyed by any kind of a person. Along with this, the circuit that will accomplish this employs positive feedback and it is called a Schmitt trigger. The basic form of the circuit is shown in a figure number 13. That is, a positive feedback is achieved by connecting the feedback part to the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp. As I have told earlier for this slide, that is a positive feedback is related to connecting the input or whatever the output introduced by that circuit, that output is directly connected towards the input, and that type of input is called as a non-inverting input. Along with this positive feedback Schmitt trigger continuation, how that output is introduced, just see here. This is a input signal. Input signal is having two voltage levels, that is a V1 and V2, and between these two voltage levels, whatever the boundary level came into picture, then that boundary level is indicated by the immunity bond. Along with this, the off period and on period and off period will be work out. That means I have told earlier that for the Schmitt trigger, time slot is offered for working condition for the on and for the off. That means +1 time period is required for the off period and +2 time is required for off period. Like this, the discrete continuous pulses are converted into discrete pulses with having a higher voltage level, and VL means lower voltage level. VH is represented by higher level and VL is represented by lower level, along with the time constant T. Along with this, first of all, we are going to see the inverting Schmitt trigger. I have told earlier that there are two kinds of Schmitt trigger, that is the inverting Schmitt trigger and non-inverting Schmitt trigger. First or second lecture we have discussed related to word inverting and non-inverting. When we are calling that type of any kind of a op-amp as a inverting and any kind of a op-amp as a non-inverting, depending upon that input is applied to which terminal of a op-amp, That terminal will decide what are the types of that op-amp. That means here here we are going to discussing about inverting Smith trigger. That means the input is applied to inverting terminal of the op-amp, that is negative terminal of the op-amp. Now let us see about circuit diagram. Just see here, the whatever the inputs applied to this op-amp, that input is applied to negative terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose it is called as a inverting Smith trigger. Along with output voltage is measured here, and that output is reversely back connected to the positive terminal of the op-amp, and that terminal is connected towards ground by using the resistor Rp, and R2 is here connected as in place of feedback resistor, and Rp is the parallel resistor which is connected along with the input voltage, and it is directly applied towards the negative terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose this kind of a connection or this type of a combination of the op-amp is called as a inverting Smith trigger. Along with this, in our example, the input signal is applied to inverting terminal, and consequently the circuit is called as a inverting Smith trigger. Just I have told you. Along with this, how that equation is derived by using that inverting Smith trigger. Just see here, the voltage that is positive V is related to the output voltage V0 by simply voltage divider formed by the resistor R1 and R2. We know that is positive voltage is calculated by output voltage into number of resistor came into picture, that is R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Note that plus V depends upon the output voltage, and in terms output voltage is depend upon difference between positive voltage saturation and negative voltage saturation. For that purpose the output voltage is equal to gain into differential input voltages. That means for the Smith trigger we want the value of positive input, and that positive input is calculated by the output voltage into number of resistors came into picture by using that voltage divider rule. Then according to that what our standard formula tells us related to output voltage is equal to gain into differential input voltages. Gain is represented by the letter A, and differential input voltage, that means whatever the input applied to both the terminals of the op-amp, we are going to take difference in between these both the inputs. But for the taking differences, first of all we are always considering whatever the input applied to non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, that is only considered as a first terminology, and for inverting terminal of the op-amp it is taken as a secondary terminology. The key to analyze these positive feedback circuits to assume an initial condition, the possible value that V0 can take are VH and VL. That means the higher voltage level and lower voltage level, where higher voltage is greater than the lower voltage level. Also assume that lower voltage is less than 0. That means how that condition related to voltage level just place. Just see here they have considered that higher voltage level is greater than that of the lower voltage level, but for the lower, what it shows that the lower voltage level of the op-amp should be low, but it is not very much less as compared to 0. Along with this, inverting Smith trigger continuation by assuming that the initial state of a V0, that is the output voltage, is VH, that is a higher voltage. Then positive voltage saturation is given by the formula. Just see here that positive voltage saturation is given by positive input voltage VH is equal to higher voltage into by using resistor multiplication by using voltage divider rule, and the output is nothing but V0 is equal to A into differential input voltage. What is that differential input voltage? Differential input voltage is nothing but plus V minus V minus. For plus V, here we have derived that equation, just I have put that equation here, minus what is that minus V? Minus V is nothing but what is the input given to negative terminal of the op-amp? Negative terminal of the op-amp input is given V in, because here I have told that inverting Smith trigger. That inverting Smith trigger name itself indicate that whatever the input applied to this circuit, that input application purpose, we are going to using that inverting terminal. For that purpose, that minus V is replaced by here by V in. Therefore, as long as Vin is less than Vin is less than that of the VH R1 divided by R1 plus R2, the output will be remains at VH, that is a higher level voltage. Along with this, the transitions from higher level voltage to lower level voltage will happen when input voltage is greater than VH into voltage divider rules equations, that is a R1 divided by R1 plus R2. This part of the operation is shown on figure, where the voltage is a voltage TU means what, upper threshold voltage is equal to VH into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So, where input voltage is a greater than upper threshold voltage, then output voltage is equal to lower voltage and positive V is equal to VL into, by using voltage divider rule, that is a R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Now let us see what happens when Vin states decreasing in order for a transition to happen against the term, that is a lower level voltage VL into R1 divided by R1 plus R2 minus Vin has to change the sign. This will happen when Vin is less than VL into R1 divided by R1 plus R2, as shown in a figure, where lower threshold voltage is given by lower threshold voltage is equal to VL into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. The complete voltage transfer characteristics is obtained by combining the figure 14a and b, and it is shown on figure 15. The voltage at which the state of the output changes. Along with this, just see here, depending on whether the input voltage increases or decreases when Vin in between upper threshold voltage and lower threshold voltage, the state of output voltage can be either higher level voltage or lower level voltage, two possible states. For this reason, the circuit is called as a bistable multivibrator. The voltage transfer characteristics shown that there is a hysteresis effect. The width of the hysteresis region, that is the upper threshold voltage minus lower threshold voltage, corresponding to the noise immunity of the trigger circuit. That means hysteresis formula which is generated here, or just see here, that is a upper threshold voltage minus lower threshold voltage. This equation is related to hysteresis. Along with this, just see here, this is the output voltage, this is the input voltage, this is the input voltage curve, this is the output voltage, this is the lower level voltage, this is the upper threshold voltage, this is also lower level voltage, this is the upper threshold voltage, lower threshold voltage, along with this input and output characteristics. Depending upon where the input voltage increases or decreases, when the input is between upper threshold voltage and lower threshold voltage, the state output V0 can be either higher level voltage or lower level voltage. Two possible states. For this reason, this circuit is also called a bistable multivibrator. The voltage transfer characteristics shows that there is a hysteresis effect. The width of the hysteresis region, that is the upper threshold voltage minus lower threshold voltage, corresponds to the noise immunity of the trigger circuit. Along with this, just see here, voltage characteristics of inverting Schmitt trigger. This is the voltage characteristics of the inverting Schmitt trigger. Just see here, image number 1, 2 and 3, A, B, C are related to this. This is related to lower threshold voltage and a higher level voltage. Then higher level voltage and lower threshold voltage. That voltage will be moved in a clockwise direction. Just see here, arrows direction. This moves towards the clockwise direction. First of all, falling down the voltage related to upper threshold voltage. Then from lower threshold voltage to lower threshold voltage, and again it is a higher level voltage. This is a input voltage related to every circuitry part. Along with this, This is all about we have discussed related to inverting Smith trigger. But from this slide we are going to discuss about non-inverting Smith trigger. As I have told, only the input terminal is changed, the name is also changed. For the inverting Smith trigger, we are applying that input to negative terminal of the op-amp, but here for the non-inverting Smith trigger, we are going to apply that input voltage to positive terminal of the op-amp. Just see here, for that purpose this type of a Smith trigger is called as a non-inverting Smith trigger. Along with this, here so like your inverting amplifier, R2 is again connected in place of feedback path. Feedback path or a feedback resistor, and again here two nodes are considered, that is a negative node and positive node. Positive voltage input node is related to non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, and negative node is related to inverting terminal of the op-amp, and output is measured here. Just see what is the terminologies or how we are going to describing that non-inverting Smith trigger. Just see here, the voltage positive volt, that is a non-inverting input at the non-inverted terminal is the combination of output voltage V0 and the input voltage Vin. That means output voltage is the combination of input voltage Vin and that output voltage. Then positive saturation of the voltage or positive voltage is given by the formula input, that is a non-inverting terminal input is given by plus V is equal to V into what is the values came by using that voltage divider rule. Just I have written here, that is a R2 divided by R1 plus R2, and plus output voltage into multiplied by voltage divider rule. By using that voltage divider rule, whatever the resistors are introduced here, just I have written here, that is a R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Since V0 is equal to A into bracket V plus minus V minus, this is nothing but output voltage is equal to gain into differential input voltage. But as I have earlier told that gain into differential input voltage, that differential input voltage calculation purpose, first of all we are going to taking that non-inverting terminal input, and then we are taking that inverting terminal input, and by after that we are subtracting these two inputs. The transitions will occur when positive voltage crosses a 0. That means 0 is equal to Vt R2 plus V0 R1, where Vt represents the transitions voltage. Let's assume the initial state, that is V0 is equal to VL, then Vt is equal to R1 divided by R2 into VL. And since VL is less than 0, V2 is positive and we call it as a upper threshold voltage. This corresponding part of the characteristics plot is shown on figure. Along with this, now the output is at a higher level voltage, that is a VH, and will stay at this stage until the voltage, that is a positive voltage, that is a input voltage across 0. This will happen at the transmission voltage Vt, which must satisfy 0 is equal to Vt R2 plus Vh R1. This is the lower transition voltage, that is a VTL is given by, here the formula is given, lower threshold voltage is equal to minus R1 divided by R2 into VH. This is the formula related to gain into differential input voltage. Here the differential input voltage which is applied as VH, and gain is represented for the non-inverting terminal, it is a 1 plus RF divided by R1. But for the inverting and non-inverting calculation, here what is the value came into picture? Here VTL, that is means lower threshold voltage is equal to R1 divided by R2 into VH. For VH, that is a very high voltage should be greater than 0 and lower threshold voltage should be less than 0. That means lower threshold voltage is less than 0 and VH is greater than 0 at that time, and the corresponding path and transmission voltage is shown on figure. The complete voltage characteristics is shown in the figure. Along with this, just see here they have given the figure number A, figure number B and figure number C. These figures are related to upper threshold unit and lower threshold unit, along with the higher level voltage and the lower level voltage. Just see here, first diagram is for the starting of that lower level voltage and it reaches towards the higher level voltage, and for the second figure number B is related to for the starting of the higher level voltages towards that lower level voltages, and it will be reaches towards that again higher level voltages. Just see here like previous, that is for inverting Schmitt trigger, here also high stresses diagram is represented. That high stresses diagram will move or it will be having the motion like your clock direction. Just see here arrow, what is the direction of, it is related to anti-clockwise direction. Just see the arrow direction, what is the value or what is the arrow came here first, the direction is related to anti-clockwise direction. For that purpose, for the inverting Schmitt trigger, the high stresses works in a clockwise direction, and for the non-inverting Schmitt trigger, that high stresses work as in an anti-clockwise direction. Along with this, the Schmitt trigger with the reference voltages, this is a third type related to that Schmitt trigger. We have discussed all about that inverting Schmitt trigger, non-inverting trigger, how we are going to calculating that inverting Schmitt trigger value and non-inverting Schmitt trigger value. But third part, little bit references are really responsible for that Schmitt trigger. We are going to along with this. Just see here, the circuit on a figure is an inverting Schmitt trigger with a reference voltage V reference. The analysis of the circuit proceeds as before. The voltage, positive voltage at the non-inverting terminal is a combination of the output voltage V0 and the reference voltage V reference. That is nothing but, just see here that positive output voltage, positive input voltage is equal to V reference voltage into multiplication of R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus output voltage into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. That means it is a combination of output plus reference is equal to, that is a non-inverting terminal input. Then along with this, just see here they have shown that inverting Schmitt trigger with reference voltage. That means inverting Schmitt trigger is considered here with the V reference. We have, as I have told earlier, whichever the type of that op-amp diagram, depending upon that the name is introduced. Here the input voltage is applied to negative terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose, that op-amp name is related to inverting Schmitt trigger with reference voltage is connected to another remaining terminal of the op-amp, that is a positive terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose, that whichever the input is applied to that negative terminal of the op-amp and reference voltage is applied for the positive terminal of the op-amp, for that purpose it will be rotated according to the clockwise direction. Just see here, that is the upper threshold voltage, lower threshold voltage along with the source voltage, and very high voltage is introduced at some point terminal, and very low voltage is also introduced by the very low terminology. Along with this, by comparing equation, both these equations, we can see that the location of the transmission voltage is simply shifted by Vs is equal to V reference into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. In this case, the transitions voltage are VTU, that is the upper threshold voltage, is equal to source voltage plus Vh into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Then again second equation related to this, just see here, lower threshold voltage is equal to source voltage plus lower voltage into multiplication of that voltage divider rule, that is the R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Just see here what I have told, just here the voltage transfer curve of the inverting Schmitt trigger with reference voltage is as shown in the figure. Along with this, a non-inverting Schmitt trigger circuit with the reference voltage is as shown in the figure with the corresponding voltage characteristics characteristics on figure. The transition voltage are given by just see here. For the upper threshold voltage, what is the value came into picture here? For the upper threshold voltage, that value came into picture here as a source voltage minus lower voltage into R1 divided by R2. For the lower threshold voltage, what is the value came into picture here? For the lower threshold voltages, source voltage minus higher voltage into multiplication of R1 divided by R2, where source voltage is equal to 1 plus R1 divided by R2 multiplied by V reference. Therefore, with the appropriate choice of the V reference R1 and R2, we may design a Schmitt trigger with the desired hysteresis characteristics. Along with this Schmitt trigger, just see here non-inverting Schmitt trigger with the reference voltages. Here also I have told that non-inverting Schmitt trigger. For the word here non-inverting came into picture related to input is applied to positive terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose the word here came into picture, that is a non-inverting Schmitt trigger with reference voltage, because for the remaining terminal, that is a negative terminal, we are connected here that reference voltage. And voltage transfer characteristics, just see here, this type of a voltage transfer characteristics is related to anti-clockwise direction. Just see the arrow of the row. This is the incoming arrow, then upwarding the arrow, then coming back towards the left side, and then coming towards down. For that purpose, the non-inverting related to anti-clockwise direction and inverting is related to clockwise direction hysteresis. And the threshold voltage or hysteresis, we are going to calculating. What is the formula for a hysteresis calculation? Hysteresis is calculated by the formula. Hysteresis is equal to that is upper threshold voltage minus lower threshold voltage. That is a upper threshold voltage is represented by VTU and minus lower threshold voltage is represented by VTL. Okay, this is all about Schmitt trigger. Okay, thank you.